Well, hi, Scorpios. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for May's reading. So I have shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So I'm going to let these cards come out as they want for Scorpios reading for the month of May. Please, Universe, what do they need to know? What does Scorpio need to know? I see a soulmate relationship already. Very passionate. Whoa, and there is the Lovers. For Scorpios, what do they need to know? Let's see how many cards we got for the first part of this reading. The Hanged Man. Wow, got a lot of soulmate energy in this reading already. Okay, got a couple leftover cards. Okay, Scorpios. The overall energy of your reading is the Eight of Cups. Well, there's been a blow up. There's been somebody's turned their back on love here. They've walked away. I need to read on and find out why the Eight of Cups is surrounding your entire reading. I have the Emperor up in your highest energy. The Emperor is the card for Aries. Aries could be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the Emperor, this is in your energy. So the energy of this card, it's like holding true to yourself. It's like the Emperor is sitting on a granite throne. They're not budging. They're staying, very firm in either beliefs or in what they want. They rule sometimes like with the iron fist. That throne that the Emperor is sitting on is granite. It's going nowheres. This Emperor is very comfortable on that granite throne. So it feels to me like you're being true to yourself. You're looking out for yourself. And if there's a problem, an issue, something that was going on, because the surrounding energy is the Eight of Cups, you are going to stick by your guns. You are going to stay true to yourself and what you want and what you feel. Period. Period. So, next to the Emperor now is the Hanged Man. You're also seeking advice from the universe. You need enlightenment. You need more. You're wondering what's totally going on here. The Hanged Man is the universe coming through in the cards. It's a card of enlightenment. The head is all lit up. And it's like you're not moving, you're not budging till you get all your answers. That's what it is. So I feel like there's no way you're going back to whoever this is until you're enlightened about something here that you need to know. For one thing, I think you need to know if they love you. If they did love you or do love you. I have the Two of Cups. They are a soulmate, if you're wondering. You do have a really good, like a best friends relationship, though, with love. So, and this is a strong soulmate card. But it's friends with love, soulmate. So I think you're wondering if you were in a friends with benefits type relationship, or if they really did care about you or really do care about you. There was a fight. There was a blow up. There was words, I think, were said. And I think that's why either you or them turned, I think it feels more like you, like turned your back on this relationship. There was a total disagreement going on here in this relationship, Scorpios. I have the King of Wands right next to the Eight of Cups and under the Two of Cups. Now, the Wands are fire, very fiery energy. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So that gives us 2 for Aries if we're counting. But the King of Wands here is holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. And it's right under this soulmate card of the Friends with love. Now, it's also right next to the Eight of Cups, the walking away. So, like I said, before you can resume this relationship, It looks like you need to be enlightened about a few things, and I think part of that is their feelings about this relationship, because you would like to move forward. I think they would like to move forward, but getting up to do it is another thing. So you really need your questions answered about feelings. I think it's all about feelings here. I have the Queen of Wands under the Tower card. It's like the two of you, these cards, you had a fight. You had, a total disagreement about something. And left one of the two of you walking away. Like I say, I think it was you. And here's a Queen of Wands right under the Tower card. The Queen of Wands, all cards are male or female. But the Queen of Wands is also holding the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. And the Queen of Wands is the most passionate card in the whole deck. I think the two of you have a very fiery, passionate relationship. But I feel like there was something missing. Like maybe I'm going to keep reading. Yeah, oh, it is. Okay, it's the commitment. It's the stability of this relationship that was missing. And I feel like you had a fight about it. You had an argument. And it was a pretty strong one. This is your energy, holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. You're very passionate. Wherever you put your love, you put your passion, whether it's gardens, animals, people, relationships, whatever. But the two of you, I think, had a very powerful, passionate relationship. Now I got the Five of Swords right next to the Queen of Wands and under the the Eight of Cups. So this fight, this argument, this has to do with someone else. Now, whether someone else was in the picture or not, I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to keep dating, and you wanted to ground and commit to this relationship. I feel like that's what this reading is all about. You're picking up swords of truth and clarity, which came from conversation. That conversation blew up. And you're looking back at them, but there's somebody else. Now, I don't know if this is a figment of your imagination or if there really is someone else. Okay? But I think you feel like there is. Or it could be an energy that's going along with them. I have the Knight of Pentacles next to the Five of Swords and under the King of Wands. This is the slowest moving energy in the whole deck. Looks like the horse is just standing there. Well, there's one foot barely in front of the other. It's bringing in a pentacle so slowly. It should be a snail, not a horse. But I really feel like that's what this argument was about. There's a lot of passion. The commitment was not coming in. And you were starting to think that there was someone else in this relationship. You're wondering if this was friends with benefits rather than, like being best friends with love and passion and seeing it that way. Wow, another soulmate card. Let's take out more cards, please, for Scorpio's reading. There you are as a water sign, Scorpio. Let's see how many cards we got. Wow. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, we got just enough. Okay. Wow. Scorpios. Very powerful soulmate energy. I mean, it's fiery. Just fiery. The two of you probably do have heated discussions, There's a lot of fire between the two of you. Even though you are a water sign, there's still a lot of fire. You probably have fire in your chart someplace. They probably have fire in their chart someplace. I have the Two of Wands next to the Two of Cups. So we have the Two of Cups, okay? But then, because somebody walked away, there you are, holding onto a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand and the world with the other hand. This is a new life cycle, and you're thinking about moving forward, and you're wondering what that is going to look like. But then I have the Lovers card that came up right next to the Two of Wands. This is a card for Gemini, so Gemini could be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. Your guardian angels and spirit guides, I think they're trying to bring the two of you back together. I think they're trying to help get this relationship worked out. Their hands are out. They're trying to bring two together. This is a very strong soulmate relationship. As a matter of fact, you may have been soulmates in another life with this card. But you're wanting to move forward, and you're not really, you're kind of thinking that this was a friends with benefits relationship and you're ready to look for someone else. But your guardian angels and spirit guides seem to have another idea, and their idea is to get you guys back together. I have the Ace of Pentacles next to the Lovers card. There's the commitment. There's the pentacle you've been waiting for down here with the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like they want this other person to come back and actually be able to commit or be grounded and stable with you. You need something. You need something tangible to hold on to in this relationship. I have the King of Swords under the Two of Wands and next to the King of Wands. The King of Swords, this is air. This would be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. That could be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. So that does give us 2 for Gemini so far. But then I have Libra right next to it. So, who knows. But the energy of this card, excuse me, is having your sword up in self-protection. It's like you're really looking for the truth. You need the truth. You need the clarity. I feel like you didn't get much of it from this conversation. I feel like it was just a lot of an emotional discussion here that, someone walked away, turned their back on it, and I think it was you, because you're the one that's holding strong. You're the one that's like, nope, not unless they, can come forward with something tangible for me. I'm going to keep my sword up, and you want the truth and you want the clarity. Or you're moving forward on your own into your own new life cycle. That's how I feel in this reading for May. I have the Justice card next to the King of Swords. This is a card for Libra. Libra could be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. Sword up again, right under the Lovers card. See, you're becoming more balanced, and this is what you want to do. You need to become balanced, like self-justice. I think your self-justice is the walking away and staying that way until, and holding out for what you really want from this relationship. This is under the Lovers. You're like, no way going to have this relationship unless they can come through with something that I want. And you want a commitment. You reached your breaking point. And that's what happened. I have the Nine of Wands here. This is like reaching your breaking point. Feeling drugged through the mud. Holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. I mean, it's holding you up, actually. So really feeling worn out about this argument, this butting heads that you had going on with a very strong soulmate, very fiery energy. Here you are, Scorpio, as a Queen of Cups, right next to the Knight of Pentacles and under the King of Swords. Queen of Cups, water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. This is going to be you. And what you're doing is you're trying to peek in those little windows of the lid on that cup. It's the only cup in the deck with the lid on it. Inside that cup, we have all the answers to any love questions you might have. And that's where your mind is at. You didn't get all your questions answered in this. I think somebody walked away before all the answers came out in this conversation that got blown up. So these waters of emotions kind of still run around your feet, and you're still thinking about, like whatever your love questions are, like, how could they say they love me and not want to commit? How can they, or do I really love them? Do I really need them in my life? It could be anything, but your mind is on them, and it's definitely on why they couldn't come forward with the commitment. What was wrong with the love? What was going on there? But you know what? You've been going through a spiritual lesson. I have the Judgment card. There's your guardian angels and spirit guides again. Now, you're awakening to some kind of spiritual lesson. This is all a part of learning something about yourself. So, perhaps this is about seeking the truth and the clarity before you get this deep into a relationship. You're waking up to whatever it is, okay? So you're learning your spiritual lesson, and what happens when you learn your spiritual lesson? You're rewarded by the universe. So, you're getting rebalanced from whatever happened. Your guardian angels and spirit guides are trying to bring them back in. That could be your reward with a commitment. I have the Page of Cups next to the Judgment card, and right under the Nine of Wands. This is what you were worn out about. You felt like you were not getting their full cup of love. You feel like there was a fish in the cup, so it took up a lot of room. This is also a card for Pisces. With the Queen of Cups, that could give us 2 for Pisces, but because of the fish. But yeah, you feel like you were being ripped off on love, like you were giving more love than getting. And that, is how you were feeling because of the lack of commitment in this relationship. So I feel like from this reading that there's a huge possibility that they are coming back with a pentacle, because your guardian angels and spirit guides are saying this is not over with yet. Even though you're kind of feeling like it is, I don't think it is. So let's take out, I have the Doreen Virtues Angel deck here. There's 78 cards in this deck. I'm going to take out one clarifying card. I'm going to shuffle them first. It may not have to do with this reading. Whatever it is some sort of advice for your life. It's just an extra something that I'm going to let you. I've had this deck a long time, believe it or not. And I don't use it a whole lot because it's so big and fat. But this, for the month of May, you're all getting a card. Whoa, from this deck. No, you're not getting 8 or 10 of them. You are getting a card from this deck. Okay, let me put these back together. I wish I could do them all, but that'd only confuse you. We don't need to confuse you any more than you probably already feel. A little bit more. Okay, now let's cut them. Your card will be right on top. So I'm going to show you the card. It's called 10 of Abundance. 10 of Abundance. So you can pause and read this card as many times as you want. But now I'm going to read it to you. 10 of Abundance. Heaven has provided so many blessings. Your family members are bonded and working together. The children are provided for, and a comfortable retirement will one day come along. You've taught your family the grace that comes from knowing right from wrong, and you should be very proud. You need to be proud of all your accomplishments with family. Let's put that right where you can see it the best. So, you have a lot to be thankful. You've done a lot for a lot of people around you. And the universe recognizes that. That's your clarifying card, the 10 of Abundance. So wow, Scorpios, thank you so much for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.